Let's have a look now at AutoCAD Workspaces. Now, Workspaces have been placed in AutoCAD 2011 in the Quick Access toolbar here at the top of the screen when you click on the flyout there. And as you can see, 2D drafting and annotation is the current workspace. You can also change your workspaces down here on the status bar. If I click here on Workspace Switching, as you can see, 2D drafting and annotation has the tick next to it, indicating that it is the default workspace right now. Let's have a look now at 3D Basics. Click on 3D Basics there, and you'll see that the screen changes. You're now in the 3D Basics workspace, which is a new workspace for AutoCAD 2011, and it's a simplistic view of the main 3D modeling workspace. What it allows you to have is the basic 3D modeling tools, as you can see there. Let's go up to the Quick Access toolbar this time and click on the flyout and select 3D modeling. Now this is quite a heavy duty ribbon interface, and it does take a few minutes to load up. You can see that various palettes there are loading up as well. That is the materials library for working in 3D. I'm going to close that right now. We don't actually have a use for that at the moment. But when you look at the ribbon interface, there's modeling, mesh, solid editing, draw, modify, and so on. But as you can see, if I start going to these tabs, there's a lot of information on these tabs, as you can see. If I go to view, for example, I can change my visual style. Let's just hop over here to the view cube a second and click on that little corner there. There's my isometric view, and let's go to a different visual style. So if I click there where it says conceptual, and what I'll do, I'll select something like shades of grey. That's a new one for AutoCAD 2011, and as you can see now, it's all grey. It doesn't use the layer colours anymore. If I change again to, let's say, sketchy, another new one for 2011, as you can see now, if I go to the top view, it looks like a sketch. And as you can see, as I rotate, you can see the lines there as if I've sketched that on a piece of paper. The default is normally this one, 2D wireframe. If I go to that, or just the regular 3D wireframe, and then I go into an isometric view, you'll see that the workspace works very differently with a different visual style. So let's go back now to the Quick Access toolbar. Let's have a look at the AutoCAD Classic workspace. Now this again is a change to what you're normally used to. Now what I'm going to do, there's various palettes coming up on the screen. I'll lose those for you straight away, and we'll come into the screen area here. And as you can see, we're now working with icon toolbars, as per older versions of AutoCAD if you're used to it. I can go back up to the Quick Access toolbar here though, and go back to my 2D drafting and annotation, and we're actually back to where we started. Now let's say, for example, I drag the draw panel, click and drag, and make it a sticky panel there like that. What I can do is I can save that as my own workspace. If I go up here to the Quick Access toolbar, I can also do this down on the workspace switching on the status bar as well, and I'll go Save Current As. And I'll give it a name, so I'll put my initials in there and I'll say SCB, and we'll call it 2D Drafting, let's say. Again, type it properly. You can see I made a mistake there. Always check your screen. Just glance up when you're typing. So I'll save that as 2D Drafting. So I've now saved that and I've got my own workspace, and as you can see, there's the name there. If I now go back to my 2D drafting and annotation, you'll notice that that sticky panel has gone back up into the ribbon. But if I now select my own workspace, my SCB 2D drafting, what'll happen there, the sticky panel is still in the drawing area ready for me to use. So you can update your AutoCAD interface, change the workspace, and save those settings as your own individual workspace as well.